Hey, Grandma Lynn, how you doing? I just happened to pop on. I just happened to pop on. Okay, you know what? Let me go on. I ain't been up here in a little minute. Let's see. What's up, Joshua? Thank you, thank you. I just came up for a little bit just to come up. No rhyme or reason. If y'all watched the birthday video for Catherine with Friends, I put it up for a little while. I think I got to change the music, but I left it up there for a while. But really, don't make a difference. I change the music or not. But for copyright strikes, I'll change it. But I'll leave it up there for a little bit. Y'all can watch that. We had a good time. A good time. A good time. Yeah, a good time. And our birthday is coming up next month. Right, Grandma Lynn? Our birthday is right around the corner. Show is right around the corner. That's something. Seems like I just had one. Nothing much. I just watched your sister's birthday. Okay, cool. Yeah, me and Grandma Lynn birthday coming up, and so next month I'll be like Joshua. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah. So that's about it. Oh well, me and Capital friends, we do the same thing. We just go out, dance a little bit. Come on back home. Hold on, guys. I done dropped something here. Oh my goodness. See my gray trying to come in right hard. Look like a skunk. I fig I figure maybe next year. We October babies can't wait. Come on now. That's right. That's right. Are you gonna do oops, what am I doing? Are you gonna be online? You gonna do a little something for yourself online? I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I'll probably come on. Yeah, I'll come on later on, probably that night or something like that. Not like I normally do since the pandemic, cause I be outside. But yeah, come up here and do a little something, something. You just gotta celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself, I say. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. Celebrate yourself. But of course, gotta have cake. That's right. Celebrate yourself. That's my motto. Yep, that's for sure. So that's what I'll be doing. Celebrate myself. Having a grand old time. But I really didn't come up here. Well, I was working on something to talk about. But I'm going to say before another time. Because I probably don't be up here for about probably 20 minutes, I guess. Something like that. Just came up here to see how y'all doing. I've been in the house all day long. Doing absolutely nothing and enjoying the quiet. Let's see what Joshua's saying here. I just did vanilla frosting and vanilla cake is my favorite. But someone sent my birthday card. Oh, that was nice. Okay. You do whatever makes you happy for your day. Even if you're by yourself. Make yourself happy. Buy yourself something. Eat something you ain't got no business. And call it a day. Make yourself happy. And that's for sure. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slap back on my blue wig. Because I got a blue wig now. I'm gonna slap back on my blue wig and keep it pushing. Yep. Now, um, I'll go live. Me and Capital friends probably be together. We probably go live at her house. Thanks for my wishes on Facebook. I appreciate it. No problem. No problem at all. Yep. So how's everything going? How's everything going? Hope everybody is fine. Everything is cool over here, nice and quiet. And that's really about it. What's been going on? What's been going on? What has been going on? Well, I am dating. That's been going on. I am dating. Very nice gentleman. Um, he's 70. Well, I think I might have told y'all that before. But yeah, we've been dating since a couple of months now. Yeah, a couple of months now. So I'm good. It's nice to have a little companion every now and again. We go to the movies, go to a couple of plays, go to the theater, go out to eat. It's been nice. My new grandson will have a procedure. Oh, and we appreciate for sure, for sure. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Certainly will. I think I'm gonna dating very nice. I know, right? Yeah. And you know the good thing is he don't bother me. We see each other maybe like once a week. Can't go. I love it. Yep. It's not often like that. I know I get sick of a person. He like his space and I like mine. That's why we're so compatible. Yeah, but I'll be definitely um praying for your grandson. I still have my prayer book. Yep. She who kneels before God can stand before anyone. Sure enough. This picture that fell down. Y'all remember do y'all remember him from Video Music Box? I mean, well, if y'all used to watch Video Music Box back in the day, Ray Dijon. Ray Dijon. That's my guy. I still miss him today. You know. But God knows what's best. He fell right on out this book. Maybe I should keep him in there. Because he's always in my heart. Let me put him back in my book. I just did. Let me see. I just did my arts event, so I will do bigger one by next year before my birthday or something. I hear you. I hear you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing. Make it do what it do, what it do. I see him. He is cool way back 80s and 90s. Yeah. Yep. Um, I haven't. I be so off and on. So till living for Jesus, I said hello because I haven't seen nobody in a minute. That's a shame. I mean, they come on after, to the comments and whatnot, but actually be in the chat because I don't stay on that long. So that's my bad. So yes, I treated myself to an early gift, an early birthday gift. I bought me a little Apple tablet. And it's really cute. I love it, love it, love it. I had to put my mug on here. Like night and day, right? You can't even see the picture. Huh? Like night and day. That's my worn out face. And her. But you gotta see me both ways, especially when you're dating. You can't always look like that. You got to show a person you're good, you're bad, and you're ugly. That's how you tell if you're compatible or not. So I done seen with the wig, without the wig, with the makeup, without the makeup. And he like it all the way around. I can't be that one that it makes me feel like you you send this representative all the time. Cause sometimes I just gotta be me. So yeah, I bought this an early birthday gift for me. I like this here because I usually use my phone when I'm online and I didn't get that. Could you try again? Hush up. So the eyeballs ain't eyeballing as good as they used to. So I be squint. I find myself squinting a lot, and I don't want to be squinting a lot. That's not good. So with this, I could slip it right in my bag, boop, and go on about my business and take it with me and start going live from here. I just got it, so maybe it'll encourage me to go online, come back live a little bit more than you know I was doing before. Because I got tired of your phone ringing and you get cut off, so that kind of like discouraged me a little bit. So we're gonna see what happens in the following week. With me coming on a little more, jumping up here and see what's going on with you guys. I miss you all, of course I do. And yeah, sometimes you just got to say, you know what? I did a 4-pay. Don't think I just up and just brought this here thing just like that. No. Because my nails, I got two nails painted. That was from the weekend. I wore black and white. But if you have Klarna, I don't know, do y'all have Klarna out there? Klarna, am I saying it right? Yeah, it should be Apple Pay, not Apple Pay. I'm sorry. Um, it's Klarna and Afterpay, and both of them is the same thing. I believe. I think both of them the same company. They just different places because both of them four pay. You pay in 4 payments, or you can pay for the whole thing, which don't make no sense. Or you could do 25 payments, and is even lower than the 4 payments every 2 weeks or every week, every 2 weeks, something like that. But I did the 25 payments, which is only $11 and change. But what I do is I took the lower payment, but being it's only $11 and some change. Of course, like say if you got $50, $60, whatever you want to put on it, you could just hit a couple of $11 and change and whatnot. And it makes you get your bill done over faster. But on some days that you kind of a little bit tight, instead of paying, I think this would have been $94 if I would did the 4-pay. But it's only $11.25 because I did the 25 week payment. So what I do is when I get a certain amount, I just hit like maybe about 5 or 6 $11.99s, and that's good for me. So on my slow day, when I really broke, I ain't got to worry about making a big payment. Like, oh my God, I got a big payment coming up. It's only $11 of change, so that's no problem until the next time I get whatever. So I won't have to pay for this until the next 2 months, 3 months, something like that. Let's see. Hello, Bomb Base Model Blog. How are you? Welcome to my channel. This is Deborah Catch It by Faith, and glad to see you. Glad to come over. Bless you too. And I will pick you up. I know I'm on this different type of thing, so I can't even. I gotta do it when I get off. Let's see. I gotta do it when I get off. And let me see. Oops. I will look up iPad sis and see if I can get one. I think it's great. Thank you for sharing this with us. No problem. Even when you outside, you don't have to be using your phone. You can still video record with this here. And it's bigger. It's a little lighter. It's not that awkward. You can walk in, You can still videotape. You know, yeah, you can still videotape. So it's it's a good convenience, a very very good convenience. Yeah, you sit on your table and just do what you do. Yeah, treat yourself to something nice. Hello, host. I'm fine. It's a rainy day here in my country. Yeah, I'm here in New York, and I think it's supposed to rain later tonight. But what was it, Saturday night? We had a lot of rain. It was raining, and we went out for Catherine with a friend's birthday. We had a ball, but and I'm surprised a lot of people come out in the rain, and it was just raining lightly when we left. But yeah, it rained, and that's okay. That's okay. I look at rain as when I was younger, I used to say, God is crying the way because we acting a fool. And when it thunder, I would say he's angry at the world because we out here acting a fool. Now when it rains, I guess I still say the same thing. I just say, well, he need to clean this earth because I got a lot of dirty people down here, including me. Clean me up too, Lord. While you clean up everybody else, continue to clean me up too. That's for sure. Far from perfect. Um, let's see. My mouth is something else. Somebody attacked me a couple of days ago. Yesterday, my mouth is hit. What happened to you, Joshua? Um, come up here and tell me your story if you want to. Who done attacked you? Let me see. Can I invite a guest? Invite guest. Let me put a copy this link down here. Uh, okay, the link is there, Joshua. If you want to come up and tell your story, fall is coming by September. Yeah, I know fall is coming. Every time when kids go back to school in September. So yeah, sorry, what your teeth is weak. Oh Lord, you just moved out there um to the boogie down. I would love to hear your story though, but that's up to you. That's up to you. Can't nobody tell your story but you. And if you don't feel like talking about it, that's fine too. But definitely, you know, definitely be God is a healer. But the a link is there if you want to come up and tell your story. Yeah, that's crazy. It's really really crazy. I tell you, this world can be something else sometimes. When you go on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, not so much on TikTok. Some stuff on TikTok, but YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, that's all you see is fighting, 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 fighting. If it ain't them school kids, it's it's adults cutting the food. Everybody just cutting the food. Just cutting the food. It don't make no sense. Hmm. Joshua has joined. Add to stream. I wonder how this thing here go. Oh, there you go over there. Let me see. Um, add to stream. There you go. What's happening? You got something on in your turn your face down or something. Turn something down.
So,
Yeah. What? Let me see. Where the chat go? Okay. What's happening?
not much. My right side of the teeth is like attacking me, like spiritual attacking
Mm-hmm.
me, like corporate. So, right? I just say a prayer a lot of times. God, do you know what God told me? I use like a clove tea. Yeah, you drink a lot of clove tea to wash it down. with the gum and the teeth to heal up.
Mm-hmm.
It took like a couple more hours, and then yesterday
Wait, when
my
did
pain
this?
was
When did
gone.
this happen?
It was like
So,
on the 3rd September, on the 2nd September.
so what happened?
So after my birthday, my mom was feeling good, and in the 2nd September, my mom start paying me by itself. My mom start paying by itself.
Hey, Brian.
It's,
No, but I'm saying what happened to your mouth? You said something happened. Something happened to you.
there's a T on it. I say T is acting up.
That's
My
what
teeth
it.
always good. Yeah, my teeth always good. The spiritual devil attacking me after my birthday. Like I like what? Why? I could say I don't know what is going on.
You said somebody attacked you a couple of days ago. That's what you wrote.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah. It's a nasty bad spirit. It was a bad spirit
Mm-hmm.
attacking me. Not spirit attacking me. So I'll just read the Bible, say prayers, and to heal my teeth. And right now my teeth is so
Okay,
fine,
you spiritually
healthy.
attacked. You were spiritually attacked, not physically
Yeah,
attacked. You saying?
yeah, right.
Oh, okay. Next time, make that more clear. I'm like, I thought you got jumped or something like that. But cause I okay, long as
Sorry
you
about that.
good, long as you good, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's mm-hmm. Well,
So
just keep God together.
continue.
Yes,
Let's keep on going.
just gargle and just don't be brushing your teeth all hard.
I know. I'm
Don't
just
forget to
taking my time
God.
to soft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Last year my birthday, it was Labor Day. Have a good time celebration.
Yeah,
I went to food
everybody.
shopping. I went to food shopping early this morning, and then come back upstairs to make a vanilla
Okay.
cake. It's
Okay.
really
Okay.
good.
That's. Mm-hmm.
And somebody sent me a gift for like a birthday postcard.
Okay. That was
So
nice.
all my family and friends to wish me happy birthday.
Very good. Very good.
They give me
Oh,
because they kids all the time. They all blessed to be stressed. Too blessed to be stressed.
exactly. Exactly. I hear you on that. Living for Jesus. I just spoke you up, child. How you
Yeah,
doing?
living with Jesus. What's up? Big up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going
Okay.
to do
Okay.
today?
Nothing. Just chilling. That's it.
I was,
Just chilling.
I was, I was
Love you
chilling
too.
too.
Yeah. Just chilling. That's about it. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna drop you down in the chat.
Okay.
Okay. I ain't gonna be
All
up
right.
here too long. All right. Now let me see how I do this here.
Have a blessed day. All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. How are you doing? You felt summoned? That's right. Come on over here, living for Jesus. How you doing? I ain't sing that song in a minute. That's right. You felt summoned. The Lord said, "Come on over here," because I'm up here doggone it for a few. Just hanging out with you guys for probably another five minutes, I guess. Another 5 minutes. But the next time I come on, I'll come on with a message, even though um I'll leave it like that. I'm just getting up here just to see how y'all doing. How have you been doing living for Jesus? How's the family? Everybody's fine. Praying everything is fine. How has your year been going? That's what I want to know. 2025. Has your 2025 been better than your 2024? And your 2026 is going to be even greater? That's how I feel. I'm still here now. Okay. That's how I feel. I think God is working out some things for in my 2025. I pray for what I want in 2024. I seen some things manifesting in 2025, and hopefully, if not the end of 2025, something's gonna the manifestation is going to come in 2026. That's just the way I see it. It's not on my time, it's on God's time. So whenever he's ready to release what he has for me, I'm ready to catch it. You know, trying to handle these children. Okay. All right, Josh, we're about to eat dinner. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's how my 2 years, 2024 has been going. 2025 has been better than 2024. I prayed for a lot of things in 2024. Some things that manifest in 2025, and my breakthrough and everything's going to come in 2026. That's the way I'm thinking. And if God says releases it, or wherever he releases it, that's good. But I put a little timing on there for him. Say, Lord, I would love for this to happen in 2024. I said I would love for it to happen in 2025. So he showed me some manifestation that things are moving. So that's a good thing. It's moving. So I said, okay, I ain't gonna complain. He'll give you a sign when you ask him. It's all right to press him a little bit, God gonna say, it's in my timing, but I hear you, because you know how we are. We want it right now. So we just have to wait on his timing, because when he does it right. When we step out of pocket and we do it because we feel things are moving too slow, then we just make a mess out of everything. So I have learned how to sit back and wait. Lord, teach me how to wait. My bishop made that song. Teach me. That's the name of it. Teach me. Yeah, by Hezekiah Walker. Yeah, he teaches you how to wait. Lord, teach me how to wait. Hey, Diaz World. Look, all the oldies popping up. What's going on? I haven't seen you ever since. Happy birthday, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff in 2024. How you doing in 2025? How have you been? Don't forget the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Now, I need to bring my little self back up on here. I missed y'all. Double tap the screen and type the word faith. Yeah, you type the first word faith if you want to. How's hubby and everybody? Diaz World. Praying that all is well. Good to see you. Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. For sure. Yes. So, like I said, how have your 2024 have your 2025 been better than your 2024? And are you looking or praying for something in 2026? Or are you just waiting for it to manifest? I'm waiting for things to manifest. For sure. And I know there's some things that I still staying on my face. Still doing what I'm supposed to do. I am fine, Diaz World. I cannot complain. So I'm staying focused. I ain't perfect, but I'm staying focused. I am staying focused, that's for sure. Everyone is good, thank God. Amen to that. Yep, amen to that. Yes. I would think about, remember, I don't know if y'all remember, what was her name? Grace Joy. Grace Joy, Joy Grace. Grace Joy. I was thinking about her. I've been thinking about a couple of people lately, and I said, you know what? I start, when you think about people, pick up the phone, even if they're doing fine. But if God put them on your heart, pick up and just see how they're doing. But her, I've been thinking about her. Been thinking about a lot of people. See, I was thinking about living for Jesus, and here she come, living for Jesus. Yes, Lord. God told me, be yourself. You can't be nobody else. Yes, I miss Grace Joy. Oh, you remember her? Yeah. I just, just been thinking about a few people. So one day I had went. This was last week. It might have been in 2023. After the pandemic, Oh, let me put living for Jesus up here. No, darling. I can't
Can you hear me?
now. Yeah.
I had you playing on another tab, so you're hearing yourself play
Huh?
back.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh. Go do your homework. Sorry, handling these children's.
No problem. Listen, long as you got kids, they gonna talk, they're gonna do whatever. So I'm used to it. How have you been, my dear?
I am alive and say, praise God. That's all I can ask for.
Amen. That's it. And good health. Amen. Amen. Yep, for sure. Same here, same here. I will not complain. Yep,
No,
I will not complain. Mm-hmm. So what's going on, my dear?
God, I'm gonna have to pick up one kid from a soccer game in a little bit, and the other one is trying to get me to do her homework, and she thinks I'm stupid. I'm like, no, you'll do your own homework.
I know they're tried now. They're tried. Like my granddaughter, she would sit there and I'm helping her, and I look over and she doing something else. I'm like, oh no, this is your stuff to do, not mine. Mm-mm. And plus the stuff they do these days, I can't keep up no more. They don't. I'm so old school that I'm just thinking things is old school. One day the teacher, I think my granddaughter was in about the, the fourth or fifth grade. So she always say, the teacher said, "Is your nana still helping you with your homework?" She said, "Yeah." This was math, and so she said, "Tell your nana don't help me with your homework no more." I was getting girl stuff wrong because they do stuff a whole different way. I'm still doing it old school. I'm like, man, mm-mm.
Mine
We
just
should-
came in here and was like, she looked at. I had to explain to her the difference between helping and doing. I'm like,
okay.
she's like, "Mommy, what's the answer?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm not telling you the answer. You're supposed to." There's a difference in me helping you, find it yourself, and me actually doing it. I'm not doing your homework
Exactly.
for you.
Exactly. Yep. They can be a little lazy when they want to. Mm-hmm. So try to get away with stuff. Try to get the answers out. They can do it faster. But they'll try it. They'll try it. What can you do? What
Like I
can you
told her, I got mine. I don't need to do it all over again. I got mine. You
do?
trying to
Hmm.
get yours, and me doing it for you is not going to help.
That's true. That is so true. Yep. That is so true. These kids is whew, they something else. Like I said, it's so I don't know. There's so much going on in the schools and stuff. I hope this year has been a better year for all them kids. Really. Hey Jessie M, how you doing, beautiful? Yeah, I hope this year has been a better year for them. That they don't have to experience no bullying, no crazy people coming into schools. They there to get an education. Let them get their education and come on home. It's rough. It's, you
It's
know.
because they took prayer and fear of the Lord out of the schools. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Sure is.
When you take fear of the Lord out of the schools, that was the biggest thing. They have nothing to be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to be afraid of. They don't care about going to jail anymore. They don't care. In fact, they've made it glamorous now. And
Mm-hmm.
so they don't care about hurting no one. No, you back in the day when they had them hellfire preachers, they said, okay, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
going to jail is the least of your worries. You're gonna have to face a living God, and you're gonna have to face
Exactly.
hell.
That's true. That's true. It's
Fear of
crazy.
hell has kept many of people out, on the straight and narrow.
Mm-hmm. 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 That is so true. But the messed up thing is they get themselves in once they get themselves in trouble, it's like, oops, now did you not thought you were gonna get caught? Did you not thought there's consequences behind that? It's just crazy to me. But once they get behind them bars, they sing a whole but it's too late. It's too
Yep.
late. You had a choice. Every life comes with choices, and a lot of these young people are making the wrong ones. The wrong ones. It's just crazy.
Like I told my nephew, it's not that hard to stay out of trouble, stay out of prison. I said, I'd have made it 40 something years. Ain't never seen the inside of a prison, ain't never been in trouble. It's not that hard. Mind your own business. Watch the company you keep.
Exactly.
When you, as my grandmother says, you beat dark home. When you see it start to get dark, you stay your butt at home.
That's true. But the sad part is, it's not so much the stuff happening in the streets with these young people. They taking it in the school, you know, and then they bring in the beef, you know, back into the street, back into their neighborhoods and stuff like that. I watch so much stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. I was just saying that before. It's just sickening. It's just sickening. Instead of us trying to build each other up and help each other out, them young people just tearing each other down. All for a click and a view and a video, you know, to throw. Nobody stops nothing. Just they want a video. That's crazy. You know, that's so it's so crazy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy to me. You know, it really gets on my nerves. You know, and then half of them got kids. They young, so that means that they out there cutting the food. So what the kids gonna do? Grow up to cut the food like their parents. You see them out on social media, 3 and 4, cussing up a storm. I'm like, even, like it's their natural language. Their mother just answered them, "What, boy? You better stop. You better go and eat so and so." What? Did you hear the other stuff that he just said?
It's because half of the homes, or more than half of the homes, don't have fathers in them. I'm sorry, I've seen that. I grew up without a father. After getting married and having my children, I saw how a father disciplines their child. My teenager will sometimes give me lip, and my husband, he will jump on her. He's like, "No, you're not gonna do that." My husband told my oldest recently. He said, "Before she was your mother, she was my wife. You're not gonna speak to my wife like that."
Exactly. Some of the fathers, especially the young, what the problem is, they just having babies too young. And by them having babies too young, they really don't have no parenting skills because they ain't even grow up their own selves. And then they home with mama. Mama these days about what, 40? Maybe 48, 49, you know. So being a grandparent, they younger these days. So they raising their kids up with them. And then when they have kids, they raising their kids up with them. So, and then you got the young fathers that they don't know how to be a father, especially when you call your child a little, you know, out of his name all the time. Like that's his name. Like it gets on my nerves. It does. It really gets on my nerves. Like, like one of my nieces, she's an educator, and half of these kids that's in school these days, they can't even read or write their name. You know, most of the time when you get hit kindergarten, you at least know how to write your first name. A lot of them don't. A lot of them don't. They don't know how to write their first name. You know, half of them don't even know their name, because you know how mom or grandma home calling them these little pet names and whatnot. So they come to school thinking that, what's your name? That's what they tell them. No, that's not your name. That's what your parents and them call you. What is your name? They have to sometimes even think about it. And it's so sad, you know.
More than half the parents think that when it comes to their child learning, they think that's just the teacher's problem. They don't do anything at home.
Exactly.
When my children were 3, I started when they were 3. We did flashcards. By the time my kids got to school, they could read and they could spell their name and they knew their address and me and my husband's phone number.
Exactly. See, that's old school. These days, man, please. Them kids don't know. They don't know too much of nothing. And the school is the babysitter. You know, they send them to school sick. They send them to school with runny noses. They just send them like, get out, just go, because they want their little free time. And half of them don't have jobs. They're home. You know, so it's just a sad situation. Sad situation about, you know, the I don't know what you call this generation. Is who? Generation Z or whatever the next generation, that them kids that's having kids, they're gonna be a hot mess. They're gonna be a hot mess, and that's just it.
Not to mention the children are so disrespectful. I saw a video where a 12-year-old, the mother took the 12-year-old, it's a boy, his phone because she was trying to discipline him, right?
I think I saw that.
He completely wrecked their home. Every TV, he destroyed everything. Yeah. He destroyed. Okay, no. First of all, I would call the police on my own child. I would. I'm sorry. I would call. I ain't raising no criminals. No, I would call the police on my own child. That's the first thing. No, because if they're willing to do something like that, then they're capable of violence against you.
Yeah. They thought. I mean,
gotten to that point, and there is no problem for them. You'll see them on the news and they didn't kill somebody.
Exactly. I saw that video, and that was just ridiculous. I would have. I mean, they'd be dragging me to jail because ain't no way. First of all, I cannot see a parent that let a child get that far.
That's what I'm saying. It was at that point the child's already gone. You need to call the police because that child's capable of violence at that point. And I'm not going to be afraid in my own home. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not. No, the time is when they're little. You instill in them certain values and certain things in them when they're little, so they don't get up there and become a monster. How about you got a bunch of little monsters walking around here? No respect for anyone. No, don't want to learn. Don't want to take any instruction. I told my oldest, I said, you are a really good kid. You get great grades. You're a really good kid. Problem is you don't listen. You don't listen. I try to tell you stuff to help you along the way, and you will not stop and listen. I said, if you listen and baby, move on. Go do your homework. Go do your. You can say hi. Say okay. Let me see.
Hi.
We're gonna go again. Say hi. Hi. No, you gotta speak up. Hi. She can't.
How you doing, little soft voice?
You gotta see him speak up. She can't hear you. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. This is my youngest, Winter.
Okay. I remember Winter.
It's Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah. Just say bye. Then you can go watch cartoons. Bye.
Oops. Bye.
Okay, go on, boo boo. Go on. Sorry, she's coming here to show me her homework. But no, I told her, I said, my oldest, I said, you need to listen. If you listen to mama, I said, I used to do that. It's called gathering wisdom. You gather wisdom so you know, someone else who's already gone through something you've gone through, you gather wisdom from that. I said, but you don't do that. And that's why you end up bumping your head and doing something, and then you end up having to come back to me anyway to ask, well, I don't know how to fix this. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You never would have gotten in trouble in the first place if you'd listened.
That's true. They don't listen. That's because they think they know it all. See, kids get to a certain age and they think that we're dinosaurs. We ain't never been through nothing, and that was back in the old days. Well, if you lived back in the old days, you would have loved it better because these days it's horrible. So you have to be aware, you got to be smart, you got to have your head on a swivel, and you got to be, you have to learn how to listen. You have to learn how to listen. But, they're going to bump their head. And I think sometimes, too, it's like, even though we have to go through it with them, some things I feel is God's plan is like a learning process. When they get to a certain age, like a learning process for them. Because this prophet, and I said it before in my past videos, as one of these prophets told me, because I only have one child. So, you put your all into your one kid. But she wasn't spoiled or anything like that. But I was just doing too much. So he told me, your child will never see, they ain't know me from a can of paint, but he hit everything on point. He said, your child will never get to know God because you always in the way.
Yep. You got to let them bump their heads. I told my oldest, I said, you messed up, I'm not cleaning it up for you. I will give you instruction. I will guide you as much as I can. You don't listen to me. You mess up. You're going to have to fix it yourself. I'm not cleaning up your mess. I'm not.
That's true. And when I sat back and I sucked that all in, I said, I do got to back up. And when I backed up, that's when I seen her growth. I had to back up and stop doing. Every time she fall, I'm picking her up. Every time something go wrong, I'm right there trying to fix it. She wasn't growing or learning to do things or handle situations because I was handling all her situations for her. So I had to back up, and she's been growing and doing what she has to do ever since then.
Yep. Because otherwise they don't learn. Like my oldest, she had a soccer game. And
Mm-hmm.
I tell my kids the night before, this is what we do the night before. You take your shower, you lay your clothes out, anything you know you got to need the next day, like soccer or anything you need, you lay it out and get everything ready. So in the morning, all you have to do is get up, brush your teeth, do your hair, grab your stuff, and go.
That's true.
She doesn't like to do that. She wants to take her time on her phone and everything, and then she
Mhm.
wants to run
That's
around
my granddaughter.
last minute like a chicken with a head cut off. And I
Mhm.
told her, I said, she left her shoes, she left her soccer cleats at home. Mama, can you run them up here?
No.
No, I'm making supper. I'm not. But Mama, I need my soccer cleats for the game. Okay, and I told you to get your stuff ready.
Mhm.
Poor planning on your part does not count to emergency on mine. I'm sorry. No, I'm not
Exactly.
gonna stop what I'm doing because you didn't do what I told you to do. Now,
That's true.
thankfully, someone had an extra pair of shoes that she could wear, and she
Mhm.
wore it. But I'm not pleased.
Mhm.
I'm not doing that. I'm
I
not
don't
wasting
blame you.
my gas. Not when I told you the night before. No, poor planning on
Mhm.
your account does not make an emergency on mine. I'm not doing that.
I don't blame you. I like we said, Grandma Lee said, time out my ears. I know that's right. But that's the timeouts, even the taking away of things, it gotta be, I don't know. Every child is different, but when you know your kid or you know their attitude or something like that, you have to go accordingly, chastising them the way you feel best. Even though these kids, oh, I'm gonna call the cops on you. You better call them because guess what? When they come, they're gonna take you, me, and everybody else. And after that, you ain't coming back here. So you
I
gotta
put
put
my
some
hand.
fear in them.
I put my
Yeah.
hands on my kid once. I
Mm-hmm.
took her phone from her because I told her not to do something. I took her phone, and I have a parenting app on. My husband and I both have it on our phone where we can kill her phone. All we gotta do is click a button, and it kills her phone.
Right.
She got upset, and she grabbed her phone and my phone, and she took off running. She didn't know.
Oh,
She didn't know, Mom. Okay, she think. Okay, yeah, I'm a heavy set woman because of some problems, health
right.
problems I've had. But I
Mm-hmm.
can still run. She didn't
I
know.
know that's right.
I jumped over the bed, grabbed her by her ponytail because she got long hair, took her to the
Mm-hmm.
ground, put my knee in her back between her shoulder blades. I said, "Don't you
Mm-hmm.
ever do that again, Mama. I didn't know you could move that fast. I know you didn't. No, yes, you wouldn't have pulled some stuff like that." I said,
Exactly.
you ever do that again, I said, they're going to have to call the police on me. Don't you ever disrespect me like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to show them that ugly side to let them know that I ain't that one. I still got something in me. Mm-mm. I had to snatch my daughter up one time. She just being nonchalant, just a talking smack. I'm like, wait a minute. I backed up, and honey, I gave it to her. She talked to me about it not too long ago. She said, "My mom don't play." She was telling her that to her daughter. She said she's a come in here and jack me up. I say some crazy stuff. I said, that's right. I said, I had to let you know. I'm your mother. I'm not your friend.
Amen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Amen. I don't play that. I don't play that. She's got this little boy. She calls it her boyfriend, but I don't let her go. I don't let her do anything, go on dates or nothing like
Right.
that.
Right.
But she
Mm-hmm.
calls it her boyfriend, right? And one day I told her, I said, call him. You're gonna get to go on a date. Really, Mama? I said, yeah. So I took them.
Mm-hmm.
I got two little pizzas, the little personal pizzas from Little Caesar. I took them to the park. And I told her, I
Mm-hmm.
said, Sunday, go for a walk. I want to talk
Right.
to the boy. I want to talk to the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, what you gonna do to him? I scared him. I talked to him. I talked to him,
Right.
and she said, Mama, he's scared of you now. That's what I wanted. That's gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
him in line. That's gonna keep him in line.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mama, he's scared of you now. I said, that's wonderful. That's
Mm-hmm.
mission accomplished.
That's it.
I
That's
want him
it.
to be afraid. I want him to know if he step out of line, he ain't gonna have to worry about no one else but me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's so true. You got to see who they liking. What friends they have. You know. So see what company they trying to keep anyway, because they think they know it all. Don't know nothing. Mm-mm-mm. Just don't know nothing. But they'll get better as they get older.
I'm hoping, because if she don't, one of us is gonna behind bars.
Yeah, they definitely will. They just go through their, I think all kids go through that. I think I know everything. I think I know more than my parents know. They don't know nothing. I think they all go through that. I think we went through it, but in a different way than they did. We dared not to be so vocal. We may mumbled a little bit walking somewhere else, and it was real local. As soon as your mom said, "What you say?" Nothing. These kids, they just talk loud and keep on. No. We had more proof about ours. We know our parents, man, get a switch off the tree. Beat you with everything, with any and everything they pick up. Whatever they picked up, that's what you got. Shucks.
No, I've had to tell mine with her little mouth on her. I had to tell her, I said, I will smack the curl out your hair. You do not understand me. I risk my life to bring your little narrow butt into this world. I'll be darned if you're going to disrespect me. No, we're not having that. We are not having that.
Mm-hmm.
My husband told her straight up. He says, if you don't straighten up, he says, I will let your mother beat you and I'll be her alibi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's so true. I think you meant to say your oldest brother, not your oldest son. Yeah. But yeah, that's true. It's hard raising kids these days, I would say. And then it's all in the parenting. It's all in the parenting. Because you could have a kid that's in a terrible situation and they become the best kid that you ever want to see because they want something more for themselves. These kids,
that's how I was. I didn't have parents. My mother died when I was 8 years old. My father died when I was 10. I was raised by my grandmother. I didn't have attitude. I did all this stuff like this with her teenage attitude. I didn't have all that because I was grateful to have a home. I could have been in foster care, but my grandmother took me in.
Right.
I was grateful. I didn't have all that. I kept my mouth shut. If she told me to do something, I did it.
That's it.
And shoot, there was no attitude. If I even had even a hint of an attitude, my grandmother smacked me so hard one time. I flew across the room. I picked myself up in the corner. I was like, no. I learned quick. No, I didn't have none of that. But I was grateful just to be not in foster care. So no.
That's true. That's true. A lot of kids feel entitled these days. What you entitled to? Man, you better shut up and live to see that you get your own place and get a job and get out of here before I have to rough you up. They're a mess. But you gotta just keep them in prayer. Put a little oil on them when they sleeping on their pillows and stuff like that.
I do that all the time. I be praying over them when they're sleeping. I'll stay up. I will literally go to get coffee from Dunkin' Donuts so I can stay up all night long and pray over them. My children are covered in prayer. But like I told her, I said, I can pray over you as much as I can, but if you do stupid stuff, that's not going to do
it. But they'll do stupid stuff because they have to find their own way. But we keep them in prayer. So as they out there trying to find themselves, they'll find God out there too. And he'll do the rest.
My children have no excuse. They've been in Bible study since they were 3, almost 4 years old. They know better. They know better. I told my oldest Sunday, I said, no, you know better. I mean, she can explain the Trinity. She knows the Bible. Because I get been in since she was 3, almost 4 years old in Bible study. She knows. I said, so there's no excuse. You have no excuse. You know the Lord. You know what's right and wrong. You know what God expects of us.
But see, in that is a balance, right? And I get what you're saying, because these young people, and we've been there ourselves too. We know what's happening in the world, but when we got sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when we reached out and asked God to save us. They're young, so they're gonna always they like, how you see like a bunch of church kids up in church, and then when they get older, they just out there partying, having fun, because they had no balance, So they want to experience the out there because they done church, that just one way, tunnel vision. They need to be balanced to know what's out there to stay away from, and opposed to knowing the right things and God. That's the way I see it. It has to be a balance. It has to be a
Like I
balance.
told my kids, I said we ain't got time for you to have your journeys into the world, because we live in the last days, and also nobody's promised tomorrow. I don't care what age you are. Many
Mm-hmm.
kid your age has died. I just saw on YouTube a boy who died at 16, was shot.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't even in a conflict, was hit by a stray bullet.
Mm-hmm.
I said, world is too dangerous now. Too many people have lost their freaking mind. Too many people are demon possessed and don't know it. I said, no, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. You ain't got time. You better. I told her, I said, you better find the Lord, and you find him quick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, your blood is not on my hands. I've shown you since you were 3, 4
Yeah.
years old. You know the Lord. I said, no, you better find the Lord real quick, because no. Because many a kid your age has already died, or something has happened to it. You ain't got time. You ain't got time.
Mm-hmm.
You better make sure you
Well,
say.
you did your part as far as instilling it in them. Then it's up to them to get it for themselves. So before they get it for themselves, they're gonna bump their head, because that's the only way you're gonna find Jesus for real, for real. Like we know, she know who Jesus is, and she know about him. She know good from bad, but they just wanna get a little boyfriend. They want to talk with their friends. There's other stuff that they want to do that's outside of, reading the Bible all the time. And that's where the balance has to come in. It's all right to do this. It's all right to do that, but you got to keep balance. And what would you do if God was standing there? You know what I mean? Would you do X, Y, and Z if God was standing before you? Or when the scriptures come back to your memory, you get that feeling when the Holy Ghost and they want to go over this way, your friends want to go over that way, and you should be going on this here way. So it'll kick in. It'll balance out. Everything balances out. After a while, everything balances out. But these young folks, they just, to a certain age, they just are all over the place for a minute. But trust me, prayer, they come. God know when to wheel them back in. That's for sure. And yeah, yep. I want to thank you for coming up and sharing, because I'll be ready to get off of here in a minute, and sharing, because I sure do miss you guys, and talking to you and whatnot. And I love my living for Jesus, for sure. So I
Like I
thank
said,
you.
I felt summoned. Someone put the bat signal up. I had to show up.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, no problem. And I know who that someone was. Uh-huh. There's no problem at all. So yeah, I will, whenever I pop back in here, just keep your notification bell on, because I pop in and I pop out. Hey Gary Lee. So once again, thanks for coming up, and the conversations is always good. And what we talk about, maybe somebody come back and be like, dang, I hear what they talking about with these kids and whatnot. So everything you talk about always hits the atmosphere and hits somebody's heart somewhere, you know, even through your experiences that you go through. Somebody's going to listen and hear it. So I just want to thank you once again, because I'm about to get on out of here. So I'm going to
Have a
drop you
good
back
night,
down,
sister.
okay?
Okay, have a good night, sister.
Okay. Okay, you too. Let's see. Yes. Hey, Gary Lee. Um, Later, Joshua. Joshua, I didn't want you to come up because I don't want to be on too long. I don't want to be on too long. So I want to thank everybody for coming on in. Let me just run it down. Thank you, Grandma Lynn, my sister in Christ, my prayer warrior. You are awesome and amazing. Joshua Gabriel, that's one of my prayers too. One day we're going to meet in person. One day we're going to meet in person. I don't know how it's going to work out, because I don't like airplanes and long trips, but God's going to make a way. You'll be coming back to New York for something. I don't know what it is, but you'll be coming back to New York for something. That's how we're going to meet up. Yep, that's definitely how we're going to meet up. So whenever God make it work, that's when we gonna do it. That's for sure. Let's see. And thank you, Bomb Base Moto Blog or Model Blog. I hope I said that right. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you. And I know Bam Bryant, yeah. He's doctor now. Dr. Bryant Beham Hamilton. All right now. He plays for the Zap Band. He got a job with because you always see him when he's playing them drums and whatnot. So now he travels with the Zap Band, which is cool. And the Zap Band is I Wanna Be Your Man. If y'all remember that song. But he's also a man of God first. So, that's why I was talking about balance. And my girl, living for Jesus. Always good conversation. Good to see you, sister, any and every time is a blessing. Diaz World, love you too, my sister. Always, did I hit Diaz World? I hit Joshua again. Diaz World, always glad to see you, sister. Always, always, always. I appreciate you any and every time that you pop in. Jesse M, thank you too for coming up. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Type the word faith if you choose to. And make a comment. Hope if I can find you guys. Sometimes I'll be getting off it. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find some people. Gary Lee, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yes. So, my menopause is starting to act up. Ain't that something? Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys continue to have a blessed week. Don't let nobody get on your nerve. The devil is always busy, but don't let him steal your joy. And happy birthday to those that having a birthday. Happy birthday to those. We're gonna October is coming soon. Scorpios. We're gonna do our little thing. Can't help what sign we are, but it is what it is. But yeah. So guys, until the next time, I'll I can't never say when I'm gonna come up here. I can't say when I'm come up here, but I will keep our children in prayer. That's what we're gonna do. Keep our young people in prayer. And we ask that God save, deliver, and set free them from bondage that they're in, so they can see things more clearly, hear things more clearly, and do the right thing in life. And all that fighting and stuff like that. Cover your kids as they go to school. And until next time, this your girl, the picture of our face. Deuces, I'm out. Thank you all for coming in. I love each and every one of y'all. Later.